without further ado, here is the reason for the video. Following is an interview between Red's Rhetoric and Bool's sister, debunking everything these guys are claiming. So yeah, bomb dropped, baby. Yeah! Boom.
All right, so there we go. All right, so I do want to thank you for talking to me, though. I understand this is kind of a pain in the ass, and no one likes to talk about this kind of shit. But yeah, I just want to say thank you for talking to me right now.
Oh, my pleasure.
All right, so let's go ahead and just get started in this. My first question is, can you just confirm real quick that you are in fact David's sister?
Oh, yes, I'm David's sister.
All right, and what was the uh, when did David pass away?
He passed away the day after Christmas on the 26th of last year.
All right, and without going into details, can you just confirm that David's passing, it was due to natural causes?
Yes, it was due to natural causes.
All right, understood. Thank you. Now, before David passed away, you and I, we never spoke. We didn't know each other. We didn't communicate in any way, shape, or form. It wasn't until David's passing that we actually got in contact with each other.
That's correct, yes.
All right. And can you confirm, this is kind of the same question, but just making sure. The first time you and I ever spoke, it was on the 26th, and that would have been a few hours after David's passing.
That's correct, yes.
All right, then. When we initially got in contact, I brought up the idea of a fundraiser, and you remember that conversation, correct?
Yes,
Okay. And when the fundraiser was started, that was done with your blessing, correct?
absolutely, yes.
All right, then. And while the fundraiser was live, is it true that I remained in constant communication with you, giving you updates almost on a daily basis?
Constant, yeah. I felt like I was driving you crazy as much as we were talking, but yes, we
Yeah.
talked many, many times.
Yeah, and this was through text messages and phone calls and stuff like that.
Yes,
All right, then. And is it true that it was requested by you that we do what we can for Dexter, which was David's service dog, to ensure his care and health?
yes,
And we did discuss using the funds from the fundraiser to take care of Dexter, correct?
yes.
All right, then. And in January, is it true that you received two deposits via PayPal? One was for $1,000 and the other was for $1,500.
That's correct because I was planning to drive to Florida, which didn't work out.
Exactly. So,
But
what?
yes, that's true.
All right. What was the original plan regarding Dexter's transport? Because since you mentioned your drive to Florida, what was the original plan?
Originally, I was going to drive down to Florida and pick Dexter up and bring him back. However, my car had issues, and also my daughter was with me, and she had a school starting. And I think I overestimated the amount of time it would take me to get her back to school in time, even after I fixed the car. So that plan kind of fell to pot, and we went on to plan B on how to get Dexter over. So
Now, what happened to the 1,000 and the $1,500 that was transferred to you in that case?
I transferred it back over through PayPal to the funds to take care of whoever was going to transport Dexter.
All right, and that was sent to my PayPal, correct?
Yes, I sent both back over to you.
All right, perfect. Now, after your car broke down and after you sent the funds back, is it true that we were in communication with you to discuss that we would be using the funds to arrange for transport for Dexter from a third party? We were in constant communication with you about that game plan.
Yes, absolutely.
All right. And after Dexter was successfully taken care of and transferred back to you, whatever was remaining, the plan was to then send that to your mother, correct?
Correct, yes.
All right, then. Now, just please confirm that Dexter is now safely back with you, right?
He is, yes. He's here. He's happy.
Now, how is Dexter doing? I know you said he's happy just now, but how is he doing? Is he doing fine?
Yeah, he's doing fine. I'm
That's
pretty sure he's been through a lot, but I think he feels pretty happy here. He seems relaxed, and he has a huge, huge property to run around that's fenced in, and yeah, it's awesome here for him.
awesome. That's really good to hear. And as far as you're aware, the UTI has never returned after his visits to the vet, correct?
Correct.
All right, that's good. Now, this is a personal question. Now, let me ask you just a hypothetical. If we were to have transported Dexter, who at the time had a UTI, if we were to have put him in a crate and shoved him on a plane and that kind of thing, would you have been very happy with that transport option?
I would have felt like was suffering needlessly. I'd have been a little bit upset about that.
Hmm. Now, one major criticism that I have received is that we spent too much taking care of Dexter. You can confirm that everything done for Dexter was done with your blessing, correct?
Yes, yes.
Do you feel that we went overboard on taking care of Dexter?
Not at all. Not at all.
Not at all. And finally, you were informed that a young lady by the name of Coral would be doing the transport, correct?
Yes.
And you got to meet her and everything, and it was a good meet?
It was a great meet. I saved her a hotel night and she stayed here at my place overnight. We woke up, I had coffee and had a great conversation the next morning. And yeah, I got to meet her. She's a great gal.
Great gal. With your mother, you can confirm that it was by her request that she receive a check for the remaining funds.
Yes.
All right. And can you confirm that your mother received the check for $2,698?
Yep, that's exactly right. That's the same amount I figured it to be after seeing the receipts for Dexter's care.
Mm-hmm.
And she received that exact amount.
Were you informed that the check being sent was not the first one, that there's actually going to be two checks being sent to your mother?
Yes, she had mentioned that to me.
And did by any chance I tell you the reason why the checks had to be split into two separate payments?
Yes, you told me.
All right. If you would like to elaborate, so why was the check or why was the payment split up in the way that it was?
As far as I understand, it's because some of the funds were being held because there was an accusation that the fundraiser was a fraudulent fundraiser. So they got tied up until that was clarified to be non-fraudulent.
Understood. And as of right now, just saying we are still waiting for that money to be released, but that will happen soon. But despite the delay, we have been in constant communication with you and your mother regarding the processing of those funds, correct?
Oh, yes. Yep.
All right. And we know that the funds helped with the transport of Dexter and taking care of Dexter, taking him to the vet, treating the UTI. But they also helped with the funeral and the burial directly, correct?
Yes, we still haven't done the service for David, but it went for his obituary and his cremation. So those funds have gone towards those so far. David's ashes, part of them are going to be, we're going to have a ceremony here when the weather gets warmer in the mountains. And then there will also be a ceremony in Florida where so we haven't
And
gotten all the way through those expenses, but up to date, everything's been taken care of because you guys are such a great group.
thank you. I appreciate that.
You guys have been
And
such a big help. I can't believe it.
I, yeah, those words mean a lot, and I know they mean a lot to the group. So, and again, thank you for just being awesome and dealing with the amount of garbage I'm sure this has put on your shoulders. It's definitely not easy. Okay, so we got in contact. By we, I mean myself and Astronomy Live, who you know as. Um, we got in contact with the landlord, and the landlord was in contact with the family regarding David's belongings, correct?
Correct. Yes, my mom spoke with.
Okay. And after your mother spoke with the landlord of the property that David was living at, what was the decision regarding David's belongings, most notably his computer?
Well, my mom wasn't certain like what all he had down there, but we did. She didn't specify wanting anything back. She just specifically had asked to have David's hard drives destroyed, his computers destroyed, so that any of his personal information would not get out.
And that was a decision made by the mother after speaking with the landlord at David's old address.
Correct.
All right, understood. And you can confirm that you read the document addressing the claims of a few individuals who shall remain unnamed. Also, the vet bills that you were able to, that you have access to on online, a digital copy, you can confirm that the prices on those digital copies match the screenshots, the paper screenshots that we showed in that document. They're the same exact price for both of them.
Correct.
All right, perfect. And when you look at the information that's on those vet bills, they're also exactly the same.
Yes.
All right.
And they're also reasonable because my other dog has had a UTI before and the expenses were pretty close to the same.
All right. All right. Understood. So, this is kind of my last question, and so answer it however you would like. Um, was there anything done that you did not approve of with this fundraiser, the communication, how Dexter was treated, the transferring of the funds to your mother? Was there anything done that was not to your guys' wishes?
Oh, not at all. We've just been so grateful, all of us, to you guys, and we're beyond grateful. There is nothing that has been done that we didn't approve of. In fact, it's above and beyond what we've expected out of anybody or any group. We can't believe it. We're just ecstatic.
This video was done with permission from both Red's Rhetoric and Bool's sister. So, there you have it. Straight from the horse's mouth. That was a great interview. I'm curious to see what the Unirock and company are going to say now. What say you, Unirock? What say you? Miss you, Bool. Boomer out.